Hey!
It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter who you support. I don't care.
I'm just ashamed.
Things are going on in our land.
So Biafra
And
United
those
really
who
have
claim
cool
to be in the high level, in the high class,
yeah, we hear him.
they are not even concerned. They don't feel concerned. They don't even, pay attention. They are not in touch, as in they lack touch of the realities on ground. I pity our people. I have a video, a very disturbing video, which I'm going to be playing moving forward. A very, 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 very disturbing video. And it's quite unfortunate that these things are happening in our land and nobody is talking about it. No single person is talking about this impunity that is going on in our land. And some idiots call themselves leaders in this same agitation, in this same freedom move, in this same liberation move that we all are in. This liberation movement. Some people have the face and the guts to come out to claim to be leaders.
Hey.
Shame on all of them.
Shame, I'm ashamed. Ifele na-emezi
Ifele has pia.
Ifele na-emezi m.
Ifele no mebuo. Ifele na-emegbugo onwe unu.
Hey!
Moving about with unu bụ nsị n'iru. Si na arụ na-aga. Unu bụrụ nsị n'iru.
Ele onye asa ọkachi ise magna m kanopụta. Hey, Chineke. Hey, megbuole m Chineke na mekwere m ebere. Ilu shame, ilu shame dị ihe nke. Ka m wepụ kenu na palo biko. The noise. Hey, Chineke. Sanwo-Olu na-ewepụta now. Ka ewepụta Chistere Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Echi now gị hụ ndị Igbo asị Sanwo-Olu ka a ga-ebido aka ka a sọpọtụ Sanwo-Olu. Hey, Chineke na me ndị Igbo ntọ. Ihe megbukwa nna. Ya gawa biko. People are just pathetic.
The only thing that is important to them is power and money.
Hey,
na social media. Power and money. Na social media. They are out of touch of what is happening in our land. Now, because I don't want to talk too much, I want us to watch this video together, and then I will draw my analysis and the important message from this very video. Please, once you are joining me here, endeavor to share this very broadcast. Endeavor to share this very broadcast. It is very, very, very important. Endeavor to share this very broadcast. It is very, very important. I want everybody to pay close attention.
Biafra United is saying at the other side, I don't want to shed tears. Was it not what I was feeling this morning? Hey? I didn't even know that Biafra Unite have done it already as a broadcast. What a shame, Ndibo. Oh God. Eh? Hey! Why they are doing this thing is because of the sit at home. Do you understand me? It's because of the sit at home. Since people are still sitting at home, oh yeah, let's lock up people's shop. Okay. Chineke, hey, very dark man left all what he ought to be doing. Eh? Hey, what a Igbo to fear. And short, you hear buy check me here all that saucy boy, you guy. Woo!
Very, very, very important.
Hi,
endeavor to share this very broadcast. It is very, very important. I want everybody to pay close attention. Very, very, very important. Because now, well, if o nwere ife a na-atụpụ n'anụ were eli. O nwere ife a na-atụpụ n'anụ were eli. And o nwere ife defu benwe. Nke ikpeazụ a, ife nwatakịrị nọ n'anị wee fụ okenye isi awụ, okenye arụrụ anị ya lie enu ọjị, rie enu iroko 3, yet ọmanfe ya ife emebigo. My people, ife emebigo. Some of these individuals do not have shame to even come on social media to speak. They don't have shame. With all the things going on in our land, they will come and spend time. Go on a sermon. I go see a sermon. Fancha. Nobody is even talking about what is going on in our land. Nobody is saying any single thing. As in, the worst part is that our people have been abandoned. Our people have been abandoned, and nobody cares. Adib is in our power. Only I recognize as your niece. Only got control. What do you want to control? Are you fighting to control the people that you lack touch, the people you don't care about, the people you don't even know their existence, how they exist, the people you don't...
Honey, they have told us that we don't have any ancestral lands. Okay, that all this our shouting ancestral lands, they're gonna spoil it for us because they are Meruders. Hey, what they Biafra Unite, please, can you just stop?
You're fighting to control the people that you lack touch, the people you don't care about, the people you don't even know their existence, how they exist, the people you don't know their whereabouts, the people you don't speak to, the people you don't know anything about them, the people that you have no concern about their sufferings, about their predicament. The people that you don't care about their predicament. Are they the people you are fighting, dragging power to lead, or you are dragging power to control money? Because time has come when people will start asking questions. The 6th month is about to finish. Are you fighting to be in control of money? Or are you fighting to be in control and to lead the people that you don't care about? As it stands today, Anambra State still be the leader of Igbo nation. As it stands today, for now, Anambra State remains the leadership of Igbo nation. So if anything happens in Anambra, or anything happens to Anambra, it happens to all Igbos. All Igbos will feel the pain. If anything goes wrong in Anambra State, all Igbos will feel the pain. Every Igbo man or woman will feel the pain. Because number one, Anambra State is still the leader of all Igbo nation. Because for now, that is where you have Umweri, where all of us come from. Umweri, the children of Eri, where all of us come from. As it stands today. Apart from that, all Igbo nation, from all walks of life, from all states, whether the 5 southeastern states or 7 eastern states that make up Igbo, which includes Delta, some part of Delta, and some part of River State. Or you want to talk about 40 states of Biafra nation, United States of Biafra. 40 United States of Biafra. Whichever one you want to talk about.
Chineke mere
That
mebere.
land called
Bikonu, enekwanu di USB that they have their country.
And
Bikonu.
It is located in Anambra.
Oh, Chineke.
An old Anambra state.
Where is USB? Ebeka Hano.
So, something is going on in Onitsha.
You all are mad.
Something is happening in Onitsha. And that thing has been happening for so many months now. Our people are not in touch. Then, very dark man, a young man who is now taking the airwaves, who is sweeping the love of people all across the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, has to travel all the way from Abuja. Has to travel all the way from Abuja down to Onitsha. Down to Onitsha. To risk it all. To risk it all. Fondibo. Because in Head Bridge, 99.999, if not 100%, or should I say, what is 99.99? 100% of all the traders in Head Bridge are all Igbo people, especially those who are in medical, department. Now let me play this video, and then we take it off from there.
All right, so this is my first time in Anambra State. I've never been here before. And a very important thing brought me here. Now, what brought me here is the extortion and what I call stealing from NAFDAC. And I want to call them out so that they stop. What you people are doing here is evil and a very big extortion. And from this video here, we put up on now stop. There's no telling about it. Now, what happened in this market? This is the biggest drug market in Nigeria. Am I right? What happened? Now I'm talking here in February to shut it down. February 8th.
That NAFDAC, remember, this is Obogu Head Bridge. Obogu Head Bridge Market on Onitsha. On February 8th of February 2025, 8th of March, make it 1 month. 8th of April, made it 2 months. 8th of May, made it 3 months. And May is ending. Today's date is 24th. Now we have few more days, like 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks later. 2 weeks from now, it will make 4 good months. 4 good months that Head Bridge has been under lock and key. By who? By the NAFDAC. Nigeria Drug Law Enforcement Agency, or whatever they call themselves. I don't even care. NAFDAC came all the way from Abuja to seal Head Bridge, where millions of Igbo people are trading, earning their living from this same market. Millions of Igbos.
I'm just listening from the other side. It's so pathetic, guys. It's so, my God. It's so pathetic. Ndị Igbo. Oh God. I even did my Upcore broadcast. I didn't know that Biafra Unite has, oh God, did it yesterday. My God.
Earning living, earning their, earning a living
Fair.
from this same market.
My
Millions
God.
of Igbos,
Even people,
millions of
even
Biafra.
people selling there, sales girls
But
and
there
sales
is
boys.
something very, very important said by a very dark man. When he said that,
Oh God.
for all better,
Oh God.
I was already thinking of it. When he was speaking, I was already thinking of it.
Try.
Until he said it. The moment he said it, follow better,
Ndị Igbo. Igbo gịnị na-eme unu? Chineke abụ unu ọnụ. Hey.
I get to shut it down. This market has over 5,000 shops. Right, listen.
Hey.
Over 5,000 shops.
It's a shame,
They
guys.
don't eat because they claim that they found products. Right. Now, after.
Did you hear that?
Hey.
Very dark man said that
Hey,
for
God.
almost going to 4 months now, NAFDAC came in Headbridge and locked Headbridge down, lock it up, lock all the shops up, completely lock
Hey, Soludo.
Nobody
Ihere megbukwe gị.
trading at
Hey,
Headbridge. And when asked, what is the problem? Do you know what they said? They said because they are selling fake drugs.
Hey. Hey.
Now they lock it down simply because they are selling Ogwa Adiboroja.
Ah.
I'm sorry, no Igbo. No Igbo, sorry. Now, Ogwa Adiboroja, that is the reason why they have to shut it down.
Hey.
The entire market. Not one shop,
hey.
Not two shops. At least, if he may investigation, where you arrest them.
Hey.
You arrest them, sue them to court.
I'm telling you.
Do you have to lock down the entire market because you are alleged? You alleged. Then
Chai.
NAFDAC sealed the entire market. It did not end there. It did not end there. The matter too long.
Hey, what is it?
Pay attention as we proceed.
After 2-3 months, people said, please, it is not all of us that you can't make products with. You understand? Not be all of us that you make products.
Hey.
Because they claim that the power
listen.
To shut it down. This market has over 5,000 shops. Yes. Right, listen. Over 5,000 shops. They locked it because they claim that they found fake products. Right.
Hey.
Now, after 2-3 months, people said, please, it is not all of us that you found fake products with. You understand? Not all of us that you fake products. Why would you not lock on the shop? Which also does not make sense. But at the end of the day, these people stayed about 2 months. 2 months, 4 months, 4 months, 3 months. Why is that? They spent over 2 months in their houses. Nothing to do. The market is blocked.
Nothing to do. He said over 2 months. Over 2 months. But it's actually going to 4 months. The date was mentioned specifically. The shops or the market itself was locked specifically on the 8th of February 2025, which we have already calculated. 2 weeks time from now, it will become complete 4 good months that Igbo people who are over millions of Igbos who are trading at Headbridge or Nature, or Bogu to be precise, have been sitting at home for the past 3 months going to 4 months. without doing nothing. I go there with Cindy. And they draw why. Why was it locked? I say because some people are selling Ogwa di Buroja na head bridge. That's why the whole shops, the entire market has to be sealed up. Nobody should tell me anything about Soludo. Nobody should even mention Soludo because we have never ever held Soludo or any governor responsible for what is happening in our land. It's not going to begin today. It is only when you fail to do the needful, when you fail to protect your people, you begin to blame the political criminals. You begin to blame the what do you call them? The Fulani puppets in Igbo land. Since the beginning of this struggle, we have never for one day put responsibility of security of our people in the hands of Igbo political criminals or Fulani servants in our land. Never. That's why we have a government. That's why we formed from all the way from DOS, all the way from IPOB, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, under the administration of DOS. We had autopilot. All these things were government of its own, even though it was never called government. They were all what is government? What is government? Any organization that controls military, armed men, military, is a government. Any organization that controls a territory, controls military, is a pure government. Whether you call it government or not, it's government. Are you paying attention? Now, from DOS to autopilot, from autopilot to Biafra government in exile, led by Mazi Simon Ekpa, we have never ever for one day attribute or put the security of lives and properties of Biafran people in the hands of any Nigerian politician of Igbo extraction. Never ever for one day. Never. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never done it, and we following him never done it. Mazi Simon Ekpa never done it, and we following him never done it. Never for one day. Never, not even a single day or a second, have we ever expected the security of our people from these Fulani boys in our land in the name of governors. We have never done it because we know they don't have what it takes. They don't have the balls to safeguard us, to secure lives and properties of our people because of what? They don't have the security to do that. The army is from the federal, which is normal. Every nation's army is being controlled by the capital. It's normal. Everywhere in the world is like that. Everywhere in the world is like that. But that does not mean that they don't have barracks everywhere. They have barracks everywhere, all over the state, all over the country, all over the nation. The army barracks are there. But it's being controlled from the capital. It's normal. So leave that one apart. It's not in the first place. It shouldn't be in the hands of any governor in Igbo land. So leave that one by the side. They don't have it. They don't have the army. Now, police, which is supposed to be civil, which is supposed to be controlled either by region or by the states. Still, that same police is not in their hands. It's not being controlled by the governors, who are the so-called chief security officers of their respective states. Yet, they do not control the police, which is supposed to be the primary security outfit that will protect lives and properties of their citizens. Yet, the governors do not have it. They don't have civil defense. They don't have DSS. They don't have Air Force, which is national. They don't have Navy, which is national. They have nothing. Even to form ordinary local vigilante is a problem. You saw what happened in Yoruba land over Amoteku formation. You saw it. When Amoteku was formed, they were armed to the teeth with AK-47. Fulani fought against it. Fulani fought against it. And they have to be disarmed and given double barrel and the pump action. Because they know now they cannot be able to stand their machineries, which are coming with AK-47, RGPs, and other assault rifles. So, for the fact that we have never been able to give responsibility of securing lives and properties of our people to these governors, therefore we cannot start it today. So those who claim to be in charge, those who claim to be in charge of the liberation, those that claim to be in charge of the BLA, those that claim to be in charge of our military, those that claim to be in charge of our security, what are you doing? What are you people doing? What is your job? The only job they have is to collect money every Saturday. As we are speaking now, they are all collecting money. But something happened. Very dark man has to travel all the way from Abuja to our land to fight for our own people, and those that claim to be leading our people are docile and dormant. They know nothing that is going on in our land. They don't even care to know, as in they are out of touch. A Bini man, all the way from Bini and Abuja, a Bini man on those states, from Edo State, has to travel from Abuja, Ugwu Hausa, to Alibo to fight for us, to stand for us. Why those who claim to be leading us, Umuokoko, are not somewhere in Obodo Ibo na Abokoso, na ankobi nwoti, asi anywa bundi Ibo no na ni ndi akwa ndi iberibe, ono ndara akwa ndi ara di iberibe. Na cheno na anyị na belu no. Ifugo, this is what had they been Namazi Simon at the free, not free. We be fine, man. My Simon will just come out. Only one broadcast. Only one, not even normal broadcast, just Twitter, X, space. This story will be a thing of the past. This very story will be a thing of the past. Only one Twitter X space. Imagine your destiny being in the hands of your enemy. Imagine your destiny being in the hands of your enemies. Some idiots in abroad who do not understand what is going on. You see them writing trash in the comment section, waiting for me to respond to them. Are you paying attention? You see some fools who live in abroad, who don't know what is going on here, writing rubbish in the comment section, expecting me to respond to them. Are you paying attention? But I'm not going to respond because of what? I won't blame you. Because Negarobudo Ibo does not mean overnight. Because I didn't show nobody. I didn't very sure nobody. No, that country where you live, may on America, may on Europe, may on Asia, may on any place, also may on Australia, ever so far go. You wouldn't emanco because name of Obodo Ibo, name abroad. Where Brazil name as Ife, you bro game a pego, if you go light. No, because someone ndị obodo anwatala iberibe. So ọ bụ na a na-ekwu ụdị okwu dị otu a, you are unable to reason. That means obodo ibe galo nọkwa ọdụ ka ị ka nọkwa be anyị, because n'obodo ahụ ị nọ eminụrụ na-emepega anya n'ọkwa ndị kpuru isi dara iberibe nọkwa n'obodo ahụ bụ ndị obodo. So ọ bụ na ndị o nwere ndị obodo nọ n'obodo ị nọ dara iberibe na-amara ife, so ka ezi ka ọ dị ka gị nwa bụ onye iberibe rapụrụ anyị Igbo wee ka obodo ahụ ị nọ ya bụzi ịyawazi anya karịzie Nelson Mandela. No, ọ dịrị otu ahụ. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. So Niger America does not make you a wise man. No. Niger America 20 years does not make you a wise man. No. Because there are American people who are fools. There are people from America. There are people from France. There are people from UK. There are people from Germany. There are people from Australia who are fools, who are indigenous and citizens of that country. Before you even came, they have already become fools. So that does not mean you have become wise overnight. So you can still be a coward while living in abroad for 20 years. I cannot blame you. So you can write trash as much as you can, no problem. And I cannot help you. The problem you have is not even me. The problem is that I can't help you because you can't help yourself. And then money does not make you a wise person. No, it doesn't make you a wise person. After all, the fools who claim to be politicians, the senators, the governors, are rich. They are rich people. Yet they are not wise. They're educated, yet they are not wise. The only thing they know is how to make money and put in their bank account. That's all they know how to do. Whatever it takes, even if it takes them unalive in their own people, they will do it in order to make sure that money keeps coming. So if you are writing trash in the comment section, feeling that name, if either believe and only one thing, one thing that will happen to you, which I am praying, even though you are my worst enemy, I am praying that thing shouldn't happen, is that the atrocities happening in our land, happening in Biafra land, should not get to your doorsteps. Even if you are my worst enemy, I still pray that you should not, you shouldn't be, I'm not going to phone singing a beef and a family. That's my prayer for you. That you don't lose any human being, anybody, because of the atrocities. Are you paying attention? That's my prayer for you. By force. You know that you have been deceived, that you have been lied to. You have been lied to. You have been deceived. And you have to blame yourself because you allowed yourself to be deceived. N'ebe nwata na-ebe akwa na-atụ aka ma ọ bụ na nne ya nọrọ ya nne ya anọrịrị ya awọ anaghị agba ọsọ efe na nkịtị. 6 months is going.
Good months. Eventually, after came and said, okay, you are going to pay 500,000 if you want us to pay your shop. After 500, they moved it to 700. After 2 weeks, they moved it again. Now, they came and said, pay 500,000 and we'll open your shops for you. And this is the first question.
Now, for those of you who do not understand what is going on here, Very Dark Man said, based on the current situation in this head bridge, that NAFDAC came after locking their shops for several months, going to 4 months now. They said that they must pay each person, each shop must pay 500,000 naira for them to open their shops. Each shop. And when they see that people are even willing to pay, they increase it from 500,000 naira to 700,000 naira. Are you paying attention? This one is not Lagos. So this is not Lagos. This is not Trade Fair. This is not Alaba. This is not Bomoshan. This is not Wuse. This is Onitsha Head Bridge. Head Bridge in Onitsha. Head Bridge in Onitsha and Kenya. Eba no Onitsha and Kenya. And after this Abuja, when you order a Fulani man, ndị Hausa anaghị ere ọgwụ, Yoruba anaghị ere ọgwụ, Edo anaghị ere ọgwụ, Fulani anaghị ere ọgwụ. Mana kedu onye bụ onye isi ndị NAFDAC? NAFDAC is strictly for drug agents. Let us see who is the head of NAFDAC. NAFDAC chairman. NAFDAC chairman. Let us see the current NAFDAC. The current NAFDAC chairman is called Mojisola Adeyeye. Oh, wait, I think this one is the old one. Oh, was appointed in 2017. No, we want the current NAFDAC chairman. Let's see from their official website. Who is the current NAFDAC chairman? Dr. Mansur Kabiru. Dr. Mansur Kabiru is the current NAFDAC chairman. I don't know if can somebody help me make it make sense. Mansur Kabiru, this is a Fulani name. Fulani does not sell medicine. The only thing they specialize on is either cows, rearing and selling cows, or they join politics, or they join the military or police. Fulani does not have anything to do with medicine. Hausa does not sell medicine. Yoruba does not sell medicine. And now let me give you their top managers, their top members, as in the top, at least about 10 top, representatives of NAFDAC. Let me give you their names. At least Kiloti Farnham. And remember, I told you, no one will leave. Oh, I don't want to shit. Oh, well, if VDM, very dark man, Orube there, Oru there, you shed tears. Obonobia Esirogike, Ie Banyam Miri. We are getting there. Pay attention. Now, the first person, their chairman, overall NAFDAC chairman is called Dr. Mansur Kabiru. Is the chairman of NAFDAC. A Fulani man. Now, Al-Haji Tukur, Father Tambuwal, another Fulani man, a member appointed by the federal government of Nigeria, is second in command of NAFDAC. Third in command, Dr. Mufutau Bolaji Yahaya, another Northerner, member appointed by the federal government of Nigeria. The three top officials of NAFDAC, from chairman to this third person, are all Fulani. Now, this Mufutau, I think, is an Hausa man, or maybe a Yoruba Hausa, because his middle name is Bolaji. Bolaji is a Yoruba name. Mufutau sounds like Hausa. Yahaya is also Hausa name. Now, Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Health, a top member of NAFDAC. Director General, National Institute for Pharmaceutical Research and Development, NID PRD member. Director General, Standard Organization of Nigeria, SON, member. Chairman, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, member. Chairman, Pharmaceutical Council of Nigeria, PCN, member. And so on and so forth. The three persons that I have mentioned their names occupy these whole positions. And they are all Northerners. No single Igbo man there. No single Igbo man there. Hey. Now, pay attention. Director General, National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, member, Prof. Mojisola Christiana Adeyeye, a Yoruba woman. Christiana Adeyeye. And this woman occupies the position of Director General, National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control. Drug Administration and Control. Yet, Yoruba does not sell medicines. The only people that sell medicine in the entire Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom are all Igbo. But no Igbo man occupies a position or a top position in the NAFDAC or any agency that has to do with medicine in the entire Nigeria. The same thing happening in aviation. The people who travel most in the entire zoological, if not Africa as a whole, the people that travel more than any other tribe in the entire Africa are the Igbo people. Yet, you hardly see any regime
It's a shame
that appoint an Igbo man.
It's just a
as
shame.
the aviation minister.
It's just a shame, guys.
The chairman of aviation.
It's a shame.
Tell me one. Just tell me one. Tell me one from military to now to this day. Tell me one. Just mention one person. There is none. Now, these people gave an order from Abuja to come here and lock down a market owned and run by the Igbo people that gave job opportunities and food to millions of Igbo, thereby rendering them almost useless for complete 4 months going now. Let's pay attention.
Not that for you people to say they should pay 500,000. Does that mean you are giving them a guarantee to go and produce more fake drugs? That's the question.
Very important question. You lock their shops and alleged that they are selling fake medicine. Without prosecution, without arrest, is it not the proper thing to do to arrest those that you suspect of selling the fake medicine and take them to court and consequently or probably jail them if they fail to prove their innocency? You put them in prison. Let the law take its course. Is that not how to do it? If they fail to prove that they are innocent, then let the law take its course. Is that not the right way? You didn't do it because you are targeting them. Is a target, is a clamp down on the Igbo people. You lock their shops and ask them to pay 500,000, and then you increase it to 700,000 per each, per person, per shop. So does it mean you are fighting crime? Are you truly fighting crime? No, let's ask this simple question. Are you really fighting crime? Are you really fighting against fake medicine? Because if somebody is producing fake medicine and you seal up his company and ask him to pay 700,000 naira, they will manage to pay that money and they will fight to recover that money by producing more fake medicines. Because they have to recover that money they paid. So they will add more effort to produce more fake medicines. Is that not how it happens? Now let's continue.
If truly they carry the drugs, where are the people that you caught? Are you not supposed to prosecute them? Why the people that are selling the original drugs continue their business? So you shut down a big market like this that supplies drugs for Nigerians that are sick in the hospitals for your selfish interest for stealing. What is stealing? Now, as I speak to you, a lot of shops are locked and I'll take you around the market. Because you have to pay 700,000. Now, this is a receipt of one person. And a lot of them here also have receipts of what they are paid. And if you don't pay, you cannot enter the market and you cannot use your shop. My problem now is this. Why I came to this market is this. I came to this market today not because of the 700,000, but because I know that if you let them collect this one now, they will come back again after 2 years to close this market and sit down this 700,000.
No, it's not going to be up to 2 years. No, very dark man, my brother. They will never wait to next 2 years because we're going to. I think in this same video they calculated that 700,000 times about 1,000 shops that have already paid. You're going to see how many trillion naira that NAFDAC has criminally made already within these 4 months. Made out of criminality, out of extortion of our people. NAFDAC has already made over 3 trillion naira. Because there's a calculation. We are going to see it. So they're not going to wait. When this place has millions of people trading there. Now, over 1,000 people have already paid 700,000 naira each, which means that NAFDAC has already pocketed over 3 trillion naira already, while many hundreds of thousands of shops are yet to pay. So if they manage to open after receiving enough and they decide to come and open for them, it's not going to be up to that 2 years you are saying, brother. In the next 6 months, you'll see them. They will come again because it is a source of income and extortion. As far as our people are concerned, it is their source of income. They have opened an office on our head. Yes. Let's continue.
And that is stealing. Not that you can sue this. You know where you are this. I will engineer these people to sue you people now. Yes. You'll be that representative, they'll take it to court. Yes. You provide the people
which court? Very dark man, honey.
This explosion of 700,000 we know of.
Very dark man, honey. Which court? The court that who is going to preside, honey? Who is going to preside? I beg you. Says then they shout. Says then they shout. Ndo luku. Hey. Hey. Echikuno putakita na ami boy. Money na water. We're going to you. Buputabano na to water.
You'll be that representative, they'll take it to court. Yes. You provide the people that are not drugs. You prosecute them. Yes. And this explosion of 700,000 we know of. Yes. The mistake you made. The mistake, I will blame all of you in this market. They said, bro, I will blow you. You said, walk up! The mistake people made. I had over 1,000 people have paid. Now, if you get 700,000 and 1,000, it can't be that.
Hey! Hey, the paper they take VDM can't get so. Hey, Chineke. Ibo ihere me bukwe uno.
Now they calculated, you can see it on your screen, 700,000 times 5,000. That is over 3.5 trillion naira. Am I not correct here? Am I not correct? Somebody said 700 million. I don't know, unless I calculate it. But based on what I can see on the screen, it looks like 3.5 trillion. 3.5 trillion. I may be wrong, but I believe that that is correct. You see, for over 5,000 people who have already paid, they are making trillions already. And this money is being pocketed by some of these three, or should I say, these three people that I have mentioned to you, extorting money illegally from our own people. Now, listen, there's something that very dark man will say, and it's going to melt your heart. Listen.
Wait. Now, all these people now don't pay. That's the fuck up they do. Because when you pay, you give them more mind. Because people understand on the ground. When you carry your ass, you don't pay. This injustice will not happen. Because this is injustice. And this is stealing. Now, we go around the market. Like I said, this is one receipt. Everybody here will come and forget their receipts. Of 700,000 that they pay. Why? Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now you see the problem I have. I don't like to make private that, but I'm doing it.
Pay attention. He wants to say something very, very important. And from there, I will lay my foundation. Let's hear him.
This is the private card. For not when I say they are killings. Allegedly by the headsmen.
Did you hear him? He said in the north, where he lives, that there are unaliving of innocent citizens in the north. That is where he lives. So he knows it better. Allegedly, according to him, he said allegedly. You know, he can't speak the way I speak. I am a freedom fighter. He's fighting for betterment of the citizens of Nigeria and Nigeria as a country. So we are different people. We have different ideology and different goals. He's doing very well. I appreciate his effort. I appreciate his, his ability to carry out whatever he's doing. He's a good person. So, but if he's fighting for the for people individually or collectively, that would have been a very good move, very good thing to do. But for him to fight for the betterment of the zoo, that is where sometimes when I look at him, because no human being on earth born of a woman will ever make the zoo work. No matter the effort you put, it will all go down the drain. You will never ever salvage the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. Never, ever, never. Nobody can do it. You know why? Because we are not meant to be together. That is number one. We are not meant to be together. And you can't force it. You can never, ever force it. The more you force it, the more calamity befalls the entire country. That is number one. Just know it today and know peace. We are not meant to be together. When a man is living with a woman as husband and wife, but spiritually, physically, they are not really meant to be together. That marriage can never last. There will never ever be peace in that marriage. It will always be cat and rat. Every day until they finally separate. That is life for you. That is life. So the number one thing that has proven beyond every reasonable doubt that the zoo can never be salvaged is because we are not meant to be together. And why are we not meant to be together? Because every tribe, everybody has their agenda. Fulani has their agenda. Hausa have their own agenda. Yoruba have their own agenda. Igbo people have their own agenda. Our own agenda is to have Biafra. And if not that Biafra, if that Biafra is not achieved, we will never ever be peaceful or see ourselves as relevant in the zoo, no matter who is the leader, no matter the president, even if P2B goes there. The collective Igbo ideology is to have Biafra. And if not that, there is no amount of, romance that will make Igbo people feel, welcomed in Nigeria. Even though they trade everywhere in Nigeria, they are just there to work hard and make their money. They are not there because they believe in Nigeria. No. So that thing should stop deceiving them. That we're everywhere. We are developing everywhere. We are building everywhere. We are trading everywhere. No, that shouldn't deceive them. We are there because of our capacity and capability to go out of our own land and make it from outside. We are not there because we believe in one Nigeria. No, after all, apart from Nigeria, we are also every other places in the world. So we are not there in the world because it's our nation or our country. No. It's because we have the belief and capacity to go out and make, especially for now that we are still under the zoo. By the time we leave the zoo, by the time the zoo leaves us, because we, in our heart, we have left the zoo, but the zoo has not left us. The zoo is still holding us. So by the time the zoo will finally leave us, we will now see if we can change this our mentality of believing to go abroad to make it. We'll now begin to see if there will be changes in our mentality as the Igbo people. But for now, that we are still under the zoo, we still have that mentality and the capacity to go outside and make it, and then bring the wealth back home. So our ideology is to exit the zoo, and there is no way, no amount of operation or suppression or even trying to appease us to remain in the zoo cannot work. So the zoo is, we are not meant to be together. So there is nobody had that born of a woman that will savage Nigeria. It's not possible. So now let's listen to Very Dark Man. He has very, very important thing to say here. Pay attention, people. We have gotten to that very place.
For not when I stay, they are killings allegedly by the headsmen.
It's not allegedly. Not allegedly. There are unalivings of innocent people in the north by the Fulani herdsmen terrorists, Boko Haram, Al-Qaeda in Maghreb, ISIS in West Africa. Their name, they are too much. In Cape Azwana, there is what do they call them? What do they call them? What is this new terror group in Kwara State and Kogi? Mahmuda. There is Mahmuda terror group in Kwara State. They just launched it a couple of months ago. It's a brand new one. And now there is another one in Sokoto, which they launched. Do you know what these Alhajis are doing? When they believe they have money, they have amassed a lot of wealth, they will go and form a terrorist organization. And they will use it, they will start using it to threaten the other politicians. That's what they do now. There is this Kangwara. Can somebody remind me the name, please? The one they formed lastly before the one they formed in Kwara. They formed it in Sokoto Few months ago, not quite long ago, something quakwara. I don't remember it. It was in Sokoto few months ago, not quite long ago, before they formed this Mahamuda in Kwara State just the other day. There's that one they formed in Sokoto first, which is still there. Is affiliated with Zamfara bandits and the ISIS. That one is there. Can somebody help me? Lakurawa, thank you. All Believers Fellowship, thank you. Lakurawa in Sokoto, they formed it, owned by the Fulani politicians. Lakurawa in Sokoto. And currently there is Mahamuda in Kwara. That is the one they are using now to sack Yoruba people, the remaining Yoruba community in Kwara State, which belongs to Yoruba originally, Southwest. Originally, they map it out because Fulani has taken it over. They put it in the north. Then in that same Kwara State, there is still Yoruba communities. There are Yoruba communities in that same Kwara State. Now they have formed this Mahamuda to chase away the remaining Yoruba communities there so that the Fulanis will take it over completely. You have Emir of Ilorin. Not Oba. There's nothing like Oba of Ilorin. What you have is Emir of Ilorin. Yes. Even the Kwara State governor is a Fulani man. Not a Yoruba man. A land owned by the Yorubas. A land owned by the Yorubas. A Fulani man is their governor. Unbelievable. Now, pay attention because Very Dark Man said something very, very significant here. And I'm going to build a foundation with that. Let us listen to him as we proceed.
When the brother met Tinubu, now you see the problem I have. I don't like to play tribal card, but I'll play it now. What is the tribal card? For not when I stay, they are killings. Allegedly by the headsmen. You never ever go wrong when they say cow. Before they sell drugs, I believe, yes, me self agree. Say there's no way you will not see people that are selling drugs. But you know me, all of them that sell drugs. Yes. You understand? So I'm calling on the authorities.
Did you hear him? Now I know that the man might phone him and he knows what he's doing. The only mistake he's doing there is trying to fight to liberate Nigeria. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen, my man. It can never work. I'm telling you the truth, it can never work. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who we see as our own savior, as our Furuechi, as our Furuechi. Of course, Jesus Christ is our Lord and our personal savior. And I don't like it when we try to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that title. But many, let the truth be told, many of Biafran people, especially in Igbo, from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as their savior, and I cannot fault them. I cannot fault them. I can't fight their belief. Because if you want us to begin to, define the meaning of savior, you see that whoever that comes to save your life falls into that category. That person is your savior. So I cannot fault them. Even though me personally, I don't like using that word. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that many today in this current world now see as their savior. Yet he was a one Nigerianist fighting for a better Nigeria. I am very, very sure, 100% sure, that Very Dark Man does not see as far as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They're never born and well. He does not see as far as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Not wiser than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Not even politically, enlightened than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did political political what? Political is it political science or what? I think political science, and he also did history in school. Yes. So he did political science. So he knows more. He was also a member of a political party in Nigeria while he was the head in the United Kingdom, APGA. So he knows more. He knows more, deeper in the zoo than Very Dark Man. He led a protest, 1 million man march in London, to Chatham House, London, against the bad leadership in Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself submitted a document to Chatham House, to British Prime Minister. I have that video myself. Until he saw that no, I have been going the wrong way. I've been misleading these people. I've been misleading my people. Nigeria can never, ever be savaged. He pulled out. He pulled away from his initial stand. And he started fighting for Biafra. He knew. He realized that we were not meant to be together. Mazi Simon Ekpa, that today many see him as their second savior. In Igbo land today, many millions of people see him as their second savior or their third savior. After I said before that I don't want to put them in that category. So let me not leave this, comparison. Many see him as another of their own savior. This man was a pure and arch enemy of separation, arch enemy of disintegration. He was a staunch one Nigerianist who will never ever hear or listen to anybody talking about division of Nigeria. He even fought his own people. Mazi Simon Ekpa fought his own people who insulted an Igbo Nigerian politician in Germany, which some idiots who claim to be freedom fighters today are still using that incident against Mazi Simon Ekpa, claiming he's a Nigerian agent. Mazi Simon Ekpa saw it all and realized that no, I have been going the wrong way. I have been misleading those who are following me, believing that somehow Nigeria will be savaged. What did he do? He came. He pulled away from his ways of supporting one Nigeria, and today he is a prime minister of Biafra. I am very, very certain that Very Dark Man has never, ever gone 1/4 of what Mazi Simon Ekpa has gone to in Nigerian politics. He served Nigeria as an athlete, won several silverwares under Nigeria name, traveled abroad, became an immigration lawyer, also served as a part-time in Finnish army. So he knows more. He became a politician, an international politician in Finland. He won public office in Finland, so he knows more. He's operating in a different realm. So he has seen it all. Now, coming back to what Very Dark Man said, he said something very, very significant. He said that, look, that in the north where he lives, that there are unalivings of innocent citizens of the zoo by Fulani herdsmen terrorists. But for no day in history that the government or whosoever go to lock where they are selling cows, even though it is known that the people who are kidnapping innocent people are the same herdsmen who are rearing and selling cows. Yet, government has never deemed it fit to go and lock up their business where they sell cows, whether in the north or in the east. You can't even lock them in the east. No governor has the balls to lock their business in the east. No governor has the balls because all the governors are serving their masters, who are the owners of the cows that they rear. The owners of the herds, the alhajis that own the herds that these terrorists are rearing, are those that make these idiots governors in our land. The likes of Hope Uzodinma, Soludo, and all of them, including the past governors, Dev Umahi, and so on. The owners of the herds that the Fulanese youths are rearing are the alhajis in politics that make these idiots governors. So you don't dare lock their business in the east. You don't dare. Amubo, any governor who would try it. Even a discovery in Sindi Igbo, Isiumu Igbo, na Abia State. Law Panther. In Law Panther, over 700 scores were discovered in Law Panther, very close to cattle market in Law Panther, Alausa. Yet, that cattle market was not locked. Are you paying attention? That cattle market was not locked. Where 700, over 700, we gave that news. Is in the public. Over 700 scores, which that very news swept over the airway, the Nigerian news platform. Airwaves, news, I don't even know matter Fiona here. Yet, that market was not locked because they are Fulani. They are Northerners. They are not Igbos. Now you had a news, boom, no investigation was made, because if investigation was made, you would have caught the culprit. You would have arrested the culprit. No investigation was made. You only had a rumor. Now when they had fake medicine, you gave order from Abuja, boom, go and seal up that business. Go and seal up that market. They went to seal a market run by millions of Igbo people in our own Igbo land. And in this sinafana anwagumwere, in this sinafana fanache, now fanache, apotana basombane tuano, and no fan if I be fene we were. Because on Abu nobody should tell me anything because I don't want to listen to anybody. Those who claim to be this and that, they are all keeping mood. This business was locked since February 8th till today. They are all coming on air, giving statements, speeches, question and answers, making statements, reading notes, telling us what Ifenabakamoto. Nobody see the sufferings of Ndibo. Nobody. Nda we say na achi, nda we say na lead, nda we say bo Nisifa. You don't care about their suffering. A man come from Edo State and Abuja after all the wars, all the social media wars, all the social media banters between Edo and Ndibo with Yoruba. A man still from that same Edo came to fight for our people in our own land. Are you people not ashamed of yourselves? If hey, Mazi Simon, this is not what we thought. In 2021, when we were fighting this battle, we never knew it's going to land here. Oh. I'm going to play the video from now to the end, and I will shut this broadcast. I don't want to talk again. I'll play the video from beginning to the end. I will shut the broadcast. If anybody wants to speak, I will leave I'm going to share the link. If anybody wants to talk, you better join the link. I don't want to talk again. I don't want to speak again. I don't want to speak again. I don't want to speak again because now. I just now. I don't want to cry like a baby. So I'm going to paste the link. Those of you that want to make comments, you just come in, make your comment, and then I bring another person if you people are willing to speak in this matter. I'm not going to stop you from talking to any human being that you want to talk to. I don't want to speak again. I will play the video. As I'm playing the video, people who will join, I will allow you to speak. Once the video is done playing, I will shut down the broadcast. The link is now in the comment section. Those of you who would want to speak should just click that link. Only one click. And then it's going to bring you to the studio. Make sure when you are clicking it, if you see something that pop up that says allow microphone, you just click allow so you can be able to speak. The link is in the comment section for those of you who want to speak. Make sure you come in now. If you want to speak, make sure you come in now. Because once this video is done, I will shut down the broadcast. I don't want to talk again. I have just remembered where we come from. How we fought for this battle. Only for us to find ourselves here now. Because of some fools. Master Simon are picked and brought them into this. God the Quran. God the Quran. If I'm a madam is a body for John Yelia, Yelukolun di Bea. God the Quran. This is where we find ourselves. You fools cannot just go step aside and resign. You don't want it. You're not supposed to be here in the first place. Step aside. You don't supposed to be here. Step aside. You are not capable, whoever you want to be, you are not capable of leading this struggle. Whoever you want to be, whether you want to be he or she, you are not capable. Step aside. You people are leading us astray. Our land is going. If we not there, we is on another ego.
Alright, so this is my first time in Anambra State. I've never been here before. And a very important thing brought me here. Now, what brought me here is the extortion and what I call stealing from NAFDAC. And I want to call them out so that they will stop. Because what people are doing here is evil and a very big extortion. And for this video here, we put up for Namo stop. Good things about it. Now, what happened in this market? This is the biggest drug market. Right. West Africa. Yeah. Right. Now what happened? NAFDAC came here in February to shut it down. February 8th to shut it down. That's over 5,000 shops. Yes. Right. Listen. Over 5,000 shops. The lot is because they claim that they found fake products. Right. Now, after 2-3 months, people said, please, it is not all of us that found fake products with. You understand? Not all of us that fake products. Why will you now lock down the shop? Which also does not make sense. By the end of the day, these people said about 2 months. 2 months. 4 months. 3 months. What's that? They spent about 2 months in their houses. Nothing to do. The market was locked. Eventually, after came and said, okay, you are going to pay 500,000. You want us to pay the shop. After 500, they moved it to 700. After 2 weeks. Now, they came and said, pay 500,000 and open your shop to you. Now, this is the first question. Not that. For you people to say, you should pay 500,000. Does that mean you have been there If truly they carry the drugs, where are the people that you got? Are you not supposed to prosecute them? Why the people that are selling the original drug continue that business? So you shut down a big market like this that supplies drugs for Nigerians that are sick in the hospitals for your selfish interest and for stealing. What is stealing? Now, as I think doing a lot of shops, and I'll take around the market. Because you have to pay 700,000. Now, this is a receipt of one person. And a lot of them here also have receipts of what they are paying. And if you don't pay, you cannot enter the market, you cannot use it. My problem now is this. Why I came to this market is this. I came to this market today not because of the 700,000, but because I know that if you let them collect this one now, you back again after 2 years to close this market and sit down this investment 700,000. And that is stealing. Now that you can't do this, the only way you do this, I'm engineering these people to sue you people now. Yes. But bring the representative, don't take it to court. Yes. You provide the people that sold the drugs, you prosecute them, and this extortion of collecting 700,000 will not work. Yes. The mistake people made, yes. Yes. The mistake, I will blame all of you in this market. They said, bro, I will blow you. Yo, shut the fuck up! The mistake these people made, I had over 1,000 people have paid. Now, if you calculate 700,000 times 1,000, you know how much you have? Wait. Now, all these people now don't pay. That's the fuck up they do. Because when you pay, you give them no mind. Because they understand on the ground. When you carry lawyers, they don't pay. This injustice now. Because this is injustice. And this is stealing. Now, we have to run the market. Like I said, this is 26. Everybody here will open up and get their receipts. Of 700,000 that they pay. Why? It's the government. Yes. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now you see the problem I have. I don't like to play tribal card, but I'll play it now. What is the tribal card? For not when I stay, they are killings. Allegedly by the headsmen. You never ever go rock when they say cow. This was the second drug. I believe, yes, we said I agree. Say there's no way you will not see food and sell fake drugs. But you will not be all of them that sell fake drugs. Yes. Do you understand? So I'm calling on the authorities. I'm calling on that guy. Open the songs for them. Else, they'll be able to protest all the break all the people. Yeah! We'll give you time. All the people don't pay no problem. If not, we go do the protest and you Anambra. This is the first time in Anambra as opposed to Anambra. Wait. Wait. Listen to me, nobody should pay again. Wait. You will not come back now. This is my next everybody. Come back and that's it. That's it. Now let's go out.
Chibuzo, if you can hear me, please unmute yourself and speak. Chibuzo, can you hear me? Chibuzo, if you can hear me, unmute yourself from your side and speak. Go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you. Chibuzo, go ahead. We can hear you. Please, once I mention your name, you can go ahead and speak. If you don't speak, I will remove you. Simon's son, if you can hear me, please speak. Go ahead.
Hello. Good evening from here. Are you hearing me?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Very, very happy to hear from you. And you
your voice is very, very poor. Your voice is poor. Can you get closer to your microphone? Your voice is very poor. Go ahead, please.
You have become an healing tools to my house. And
no, you need to go out and come back again. Go out and come back. We can't get you. You are not clear. EM, please go ahead and speak.
Good evening.
You're welcome.
I just came into your.
Hold on, please, my brother. Nobody should call me on WhatsApp. I am not picking any WhatsApp call. Nobody should call me on WhatsApp, please. Go ahead, Mazi. Go ahead.
I just came into your program, and before you immediately you sent the link, and I saw what the very dark man advocating for our people. Things have turned up like this. It is very, 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 very sad. Absolutely very sad. You talked about the two groups we have in our struggle now that I don't understand what they are doing, because if it was when Simon Ekpa, he would have spoken for these people, he would have given order. And based on the fear the zoo country have where he is, something would have been done. But the two people we have now that are just dragging this one, even like from my own side, the female side is a little bit better. The male side, I don't even understand that man at all.
Mazi, there is no, don't tell me, if you tell me female side or male side is better, you tell me what they are doing, please. Can you explain what they are, what the female side is doing that make them better? Just explain one or two, please.
When I talk about the female side, I'm not saying that.
Sorry. No. I don't. You don't have not even two, because I may be hanging you on the tree. So just give us only one thing, one explanation that made the female side better, please. Because I'm not. What I'm saying here is that we don't have any leader. There is no leader at the moment. Our two leaders are in prison. Nobody, anybody who is coming to say he is leader. So tell us what the female side, please. We want to tell us that. Yeah.
Okay. When I'm talking about being better, it's not that maybe that is doing excellently well, but at least there are some laws the other one have passed. The other one, only what he comes today, this one is a Biafra betrayal, Biafra enemy.
Which is?
He has not press conference for people to come and Biafra to ask him.
What is that law that they passed? What is that law they passed? What is the law they passed? What is that law that passed?
There are some laws they pass. Well, who have not passed at all. I think the person who take the bold step to pass is still far more better than the other person.
What is that law now? What is that law?
If one can give chance,
What?
They talked the other time they passed a law of we Biafrans defending themselves.
With what?
We might like it, we might not like it, but it's a law.
With what? With what?
Hmm?
With what? With what? With what? With what?
It's true that if I have the money to get something to defend myself with whatever, I have the right to defend myself.
My brother asked you a simple question. With what? My brother asked me, I will remove you. If you don't want, I will remove you.
I am not here to support. I just want to make a comment.
Don't tell me who is better because nobody is doing anything. Don't tell me who they do is to collect money and drag who is going to rule. If you come here to tell me this person is better than the other one, if you come here to tell me they are not supposed to remove you because as far as you are concerned,
don't get me wrong.
We don't feel anything from anybody.
Wait, don't get me wrong.
Go ahead and make your comment.
Okay, and if we are talking about even the two parties, what about our politicians? What about P2B? They want to tell me that P2B is not aware that these people's shop has been locked since February. P2B would at any little thing, he will go to the north and donate money to them and console them. Whenever anything happens in the north, he will come and make comments. Why is he like somebody like P2B who is actually saying that he's a better politician? Sometimes I begin to wonder that man, I'm not sure that man is an Igbo man. It seems P2B, maybe Hausa or Yoruba or just blood is in him. I wish he could be listening to this thing, to this particular comment I'm making. Let me just assume that all the whole Igbo politicians are all criminals. It is quite obvious that we don't have leader in Igbo land. The P2B who have come out to tell us that he's not corrupt, he stands for justice. Did he want to tell me that he's not aware that these people's shops have been locked for over many months? Simply because of some people are selling fake drug there. Is it all of them? I'm not surprised on what the president did because Shetima made a comment on how they're going to close down our business and frustrate us. But the issue there is, don't we have leaders? I know if it is when Nnamdi Kanu or Samuel Ekpa is there, it's going to speak out for these people. But even our Biafran struggle, the two parties there, they are not doing anything. They're only speaking English. So when I'm talking about that, it's not that maybe that they are doing excellent. They have not done anything. But if I'm to compare two of them, I will choose the other one than this one. That is my own choice, though. Or the one.
Thank you, Maz. We are not here to pamper words. You understand? When I tell you that Biafrans do not recognize anybody, if not Mazi Samuel Ekpa, who is in the custody, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is in the custody, I'm not joking with it. All these ones are on social media ranting and talking nonsense. Biafrans do not recognize anybody because we are not feeling anything from anybody. You can't come here and tell me say defend yourself. With what? Is that a law? Where is that law working? With what? Some people will come and tell me you are reading charter when we have constitution. Where is your constitution working? Have you seen any people that don't have a nation but they have constitution before? The constitution we launch is when we have when we finally have our own nation, a free nation, Biafra. United States of Biafra, then constitution will start working. If the constitution says right now that when somebody steals, they are 10 years imprisonment, and I'm telling you, me that know better is telling you that the constitution is not at work at the moment, and you are dragging with me. So when somebody steals or robs, and you catch that person, and the constitution says that person should go to 10 years imprisonment, can there be Yatonya Wangawa na Nigerian jail prison. Yatoya Ngana Biafran prison. Can there be your prison there? Where will you jail that person? Open your constitution, Biafran constitution, saying only Zuori, 10 years imprisonment. and they now was even a constitution I did go on a function over go now. Then open a constitution 10 years imprisonment. These things are just common sense. You don't need to go to university to understand it. It's in the pass law. Which law? Under which constitution? Pass. Ne pass law. Under which constitution? Pass that law. Do you have a constitution? Do you have a working constitution that will give you the authority to pass a law to Biafran people? What we are doing is liberation. We are liberating ourselves, our land, from occupational forces of the zoo. Don't tell me you pass a law. These are not what I want to hear at the moment. You pass which law? How do you defend yourselves against Fulani Marudas who are coming with AK-47, RPG, and other assault rifles? How do you defend yourself if your military is incapacitated? How do you want these common citizens to defend themselves? You can defend yourself when somebody is coming to fight you, your fellow man is coming to fight you. You can defend yourself, not when terrorists are invading your land. Your military is nowhere to be found. Your military is completely incapacitated. And you are telling me, a common man, to defend myself against who and with who? With what? Is it not a common sense? Where is your army? It's only a failed military, a failed security or architecture or operatives that will tell the citizens to defend themselves against a terrorist group.
Exactly.
Just like Nigerian security architecture or operatives that have failed already. You had the DSS DG Ajayi. You had Ajayi telling the zoo that everybody should go and form, community security to defend themselves. Why did he say that? He said that because the security architecture of Nigeria has failed. He equally said it that don't expect, because we cannot secure you, that Nigeria does not have the capacity to mount security in all parts of Nigeria. So you have to go village by village, form security and defend yourselves. And he equally said that they are going to allow some levels of armament. That is why I know that man is wise. He said that we are going to allow some levels of armament. He said it because he knows. The reason why he said it is because he knows that the people who are coming after you are armed with AK-47 and other assault rifles. So he said that they are going to allow
They bought you whistle now. They said we should use whistle to defend. That's the season. Allez.
lands. A well-known terror group like Boko Haram is coming to invade your land. A top security official, a DSS chairman, a security chief is telling you that they have failed to secure you. Therefore, you must secure yourself. It is only a failed government that will tell its citizens that they are no longer responsible to save them from terror attacks. It's here. You are seeing it on your screen. It's here. I am showing you. It is here on your own eye. You are seeing it. He said, as the military, police, and intelligence agencies do not have the capacity, he made that word known to all and sundry, that they do not have the capacity to protect every community from terrorists. And he also used that word, from terrorist attacks nationwide.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you want me to say?
Don't mind.
What else do you want me to tell you?
Mm.
He used the whole word is there. The capacity which they lack is there. He also tell you from the people, he told you the people you are you paying the people who are coming to attack you, not your fellow ordinary human being like me and you. These are known terrorist groups who are visiting your village with AK-47 assault rifles, RPG. You see the videos, you see how they are prepared. So somebody is coming to tell you to defend yourself against them. With what? And somebody come to my live broadcast to tell me this. That is why you say that one is better than another one.
Oh, you book a factory now. Oh, you book a factory now.
Can you imagine?
Mm.
You see it there. It is only a failed government that can make such comment. Because the primary purpose, the primary responsibility of every government is to secure lives and properties of its own citizens. Mazi Simon Ekpa not here, or not here.
Never.
Protect against Fulani herdsmen terrorists, against Nigeria army terrorists,
never,
against Nigeria police terrorists,
never,
against Boko Haram,
never.
Oh no, my people. Oh no. All the teachings of Nnamdi Kanu. Let me look for where he said they are going to allow some armaments. All the teachings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all the teachings of Mazi Simon Ekpa, all the teachings. Let me even count myself join, even though you don't see me as anything. All the teachings of Biafra Unite. Now, you want me to start afresh again, to start teaching you again? After over all the years, for the past 7 years, we've been teaching. For the past 7 good years.
No, you will see somebody now will come and say, oh, Biafra Unite. I have not been following Chief Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I have never followed the finisher, Mazi Samuel Ekpa. My spirit just say I should be following you. You are the one that will bring us to Biafra Unite or the Nanwa. I am telling you, the words you are saying is really touching me. Myself and my household, we are by you, but we are behind you. We are in front of you. We are beside you. Ndi okochi.
Oh no. Oh no. I want to look for where he said they're going to allow some armaments. I hope I can see it, because I don't want to read it all. Because after here, I'm going to shut down this broadcast. It's in in short.
I didn't know that you. If I had known it's your own, I would have used yesterday or this morning.
Let me try and read here. The military, police, and other security agencies are there to handle the bigger threats, but communities must take responsibility for defending themselves at local levels. Our culture is communal. We do things together, wedding ceremonies and everything. So why can't we fight against some of the miscreants among us together? The community should make it clear. You cannot come here. This is what Tafawa Balewa has done. If you go there to attack them, you will regret it. I challenge anybody to try it. I called on Nigeria. I want to see where he said they are going to allow some armaments. No matter. Even do any the other place also that the security the government are going to allow some levels of armament is for you to know that even though him telling you to defend yourself to prove that they have failed, which he said they don't have the capacity, he still knows that even in at that level that you need to defend yourself, you still need arms, because he knows the people who are coming after you. I'm looking for it. He said the people they rose up No, not here. What I am trying to say is that the practical approach to mobilizing people is that you have to get everyone involved. You cannot expect the Nigerian army, police, or DSS to protect every Nigerian in every community. It is impossible to deploy security security forces everywhere. No security agency has the resources to do that. No security agency in Nigeria, only in a failed state will you see this type of comment. So why are you keeping everybody together? Why are you forcing them to be together when you don't have the resources, the capacity to protect them from terrorist attacks? He said it here. It's here on your screen. I'm looking for that place. He said they're going to allow some levels of armament. He went further to cite former dictator General Ibrahim Babangida retired as endorsing the idea of community-led resistance. As a matter of fact, the former head of state, General Ibrahim Babangida, said, and I quote, "If we want to stop or curb terrorism, we should emulate the Azare example." According to Ajayi, Tafawa Balewa local government area in Bauchi State also served as a case study of community defense. Even in this Tafawa Balewa, they mobilized themselves and armed themselves. Because you can't defend yourselves with empty hand. And in Biafra land today, in Igbo land today, we are being mapped out as target. We are targets. We are being mapped out for elimination by the Nigerian security agents, especially the military and police. We are being mapped out. Now imagine with the kind of saboteurs we have in our midst, with the kind of sabotage we have in our midst, imagine some communities gather themselves together, go and amass ammunition, go and gather money to buy ammunition against Fulani invaders. Imagine imagine how that community will be wiped away by the Nigerian security agents. Imagine with the kind of saboteurs we have in our midst. These are facts you can't deny. No matter how you hate the truth, these are facts that you can never ever deny, even though Robin Ezokuna saga for. These are facts. With the way our people have been mapped out for elimination, and with the way we have saboteurs, since after the genocidal war, Fulani Potalo tinye 1 billion naira, not 1 billion, 100 million, not even billion, 100 million naira, not even up to a billion. Fulani tinyelo 100 million naira ransom in the head of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oruho 4 months. Anglo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Unane chetekwe the past. The past. Now Fulani Potra na national television tinye 100 million ransom. Nisi Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oruho 4 months. 4 months unkete eburu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na Kenya. Unane chetekwe ya. Une lozogo overnight. 100 million. Ka Fulani tinyelo. Nisi Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anybody, he used that word. Anybody who will bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria, health and hearty. He used that word, health and hearty. That they're going to give that person 100 million. Uru of 4 months. 4 months, Ebru Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na Kenya. So check, is there such level of sabotage amongst us? Then the community mobilize against Fulani. The same people will come from that community to sabotage them in the hands of Nigerian army. Even Among Kuziano na Gorebe Debe Kedi where Chalo Wafa against Fulani. I Kuziano on the IPOB ESL. On I sabotage I Kuziano Bunde whenever they discover go now. In fact, the village Abundi ESL. They will come and level the innocent people. But in this Azare community, in Tafa Belewa local government area about you, they were able to amass arms and ammunition to defend themselves against Fulani. Nothing happened to them. Nothing happened to them. They were able to wield that rifles to defend themselves against these Boko Haram terrorists. Nothing happened to them. The security forces of the zoo did not wipe them off. And somebody, you say you are believing that person because you defend yourself. Did not reason this side. Now we have been mapped out for elimination. Onye nwa gwara gị je zuo egbe. Ọ gwara gị zuo mma. Ọ sị gị defend onwe gị ibeli isi na ife iji wee believe ya. Ifere ọnọkwa unu n'ihu. Ifere ọ na-emekwa unu nke ikpeazụ. Na-agwa gị that we have nobody. We have nobody. No, but not even one person. We have nobody. The only two persons we have are Fanonime. Only anybody na parade don't wear no bonisi. Only one you in fact you now for now as akukọ. Imote safi akukọ get there if fabo akukọ they are just peppers. They are nothing. They are nothing. Absolutely not. They are peppers. Imote akukọ get there mmiri mercy or there. Indi phone abamba na social media and they are akukọ kafako. Millie Messiah's bought there. They are all peppers. I'm telling you, we could go down. I don't know. So when Anya, Nekwasa, where for now, where they phenomenon, and they are all peppers. These are peppers. I put on a boy, put up one banana, so we put Kuchifeni no Kucha, Fanada Kutifenemen and Nibo, Fanada Kuto Kuifenemen and Nibo, Fanada Bamba, Sim, open email on we give you 2 days to leave. Man, some never gave the zoo court ultimatum to leave, and they left. Because it's our land, we are fighting for freedom. So if you don't have the capacity to give such orders and it is obeyed, you are on your own. If you are just on your own, nobody recognizes you. Nobody, Nigeria government does not recognize you as a freedom fighter. No, you are not. Tell yourself the truth. You are not a freedom fighter. See, zoo court in our land, they must shut down. And it happened. I was recording the news myself. So anybody put alona and the courts are opening a studio. The courts are open. The courts are all open. Yes, the courts are open for sure. Only penny and MPSigo. Fan Chani in the open. Or because now they pay deaf ears, now they pay blind eyes, as if na farmer on that ultimatum my broke fair if an alone. Only pay MPSigo. Or because they are trying to silence it. All the things my someone ever put in place are all silenced in Biafra land. The courts are operating successfully. Checkpoints are everywhere. I played the video the other day. Over in just 3 polls, within 3 polls, we counted 7 checkpoints within just 3 polls of driving. 1, 2, 3 polls. Pole electric into 3 that length, we counted 7 different checkpoints. 4 military and 3 police and 4 police and 3 military checkpoint. I posted that video not like 2 or 3 days ago. Even on that case, you still have some fools coming to make stupid comments. I'm looking for that place also. We will allow some level of armament because he used that very statement. He used that. If I don't see it here, because I don't want to read this I don't want to read it from beginning till the end. If I do, we will see it, but I don't want to read because I'm not really okay. That video of Very Dark Man, it changed everything. It changed my mood. Let me look for the court case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so we can get it from there. Let me look for it before the end of this very broadcast. Let me look for that court case so we can be able to get it from there. Because I'm sure we have it. Yeah, I think it's here. I think I've seen it. This EM, I don't know if you are the one that spoke before, but let me give you a microphone.
Yeah, I'm the one who spoke before.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I heard all you said. I was not saying that two of them are doing what. My very self, I'm disappointed in both of them. Because when our PM was here, as they do the show, he was speaking out for we Biafrans. He had our interests at heart. Any place that the Biafrans have been maltreated, he will come out and talk. Even the attack in Ehamufu, notwithstanding the sabotage from that place, he sends people to settle. He sent our men to keep everything calm. And he vowed that there will be nothing like IDP in Biafra land, especially in the 5 speaking Igbo states. So I'm not saying that this person, 2 of them are not doing well. But from my own point of view, I'm just saying if I'm to compare both of them, I think that this person is doing more than, not that they are trying. Compared to Mazi, our 2 leaders, which we know, I agree completely. The only 2 leaders we have in Igbo land is these 2 people. Compared to 2 of them, none of them is doing anything. Then, secondly, like I said before, we don't have leaders at all. Our politicians, what are they doing? They're only interested in entering the Senate second time and being governor second time. They don't love us. They don't care about our welfare. The whole bunch of liars.
Hold on, Mazi.
Yeah?
Hold on, Mazi. Let me read this. I've gotten what I was looking for.
Okay.
Hold on, just hold on, please. And again, if I'm to correct you, from the beginning, unless you did not join from the beginning of this broadcast, I explained everything about these useless Igbo politicians. I explained them. Because if we see them as people who are relevant, if we see them as people who are needed, if we see them as people who can help us, we wouldn't have turned our face to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Simon Ekpa in the first place. We wouldn't have turned our eyes and our hope in our own army, in our own liberation army. I said this thing from beginning. So for the fact that we do not recognize them, they are working for the zoo. Those who made them governors and senators that they are today are those who are the owners of the herds. The herds that the Fulanis are rearing, the cows the Fulani youth boys are rearing. The owners of those cows, not these Fulani terrorists, are the owners of the cows. They are working for these Alhajis. So those that own those cows are those who they are the top Alhaji, the top Fulani politicians. They are those that make these governors who they are today in Nigeria politics. So we don't expect them. We don't see them. That's why we have turned to our own, people to help us who are fighting to liberate us from Nigeria. That's why when such a thing is happening in our land, people like us, people like someone like me will not come here to start shouting, where is Soludo? Where is Kedafaya? Where is Kedawakabe State? I can't be calling them because we have not been calling them since 2020 that we formed our own army. ESN was formed from ESN to Biafra Liberation Army. We've not been calling them. So if we did not call them during IPOB DOS, we did not call them during autopilot, is it now that we have Liberation Army that we call them? Is it now that we have government that we call them? How can we start calling them now that we have government? If we did not call them when we were in autopilot, how do we then come back now that we said we now have a government? And then we start calling those that we called illegitimate. Are we not foolish? Are we not foolish to turn around and start calling those that we called illegitimate governors? How then do we start calling them to come to our rescue? Why we have already pronounced them illegitimate that they are? Are we okay? Do we really have sense if we do that? Are we okay in reality if we are to say the truth? Are we okay? How then do we call people who is not even in power to come and help us? How do we call the governors when we call them illegitimate? And we say that we have a government.
So that's can you the vote to one neighbor?
Let me read something in conclusion here. Look at it here. What we need to do is to make communities set up a first line of defense. We have to allow some level of armament for the communities to rise and defend themselves first, but under the guidance and approval of security agencies. The time to start it is now. This is coming from the DSS Director General, Mr. Ajayi. Mr. Ajayi told the whole zoo that they have failed. Mobilize, gather yourselves. We are going to allow you to bear arms, some level of armament, in order to defend yourselves. And this man is saying this as the Director General of DSS. In the north, they have already started allowing some levels of armament. That's why some communities in Bauchi were able to fend off Boko Haram. But can they allow any level of armament in Igbo land? This is a simple question. You don't need to go to university to know this. As long as you are an Igbo person, you live here in the zoo. Even though you don't live here, you already know how we are being treated. You know that we are being marked out for elimination. You know it. The Fulani controlled security agencies of Nigeria will never allow any community to bear arms in Igbo land.
I'm telling you.
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
There is no possibility for that. You all know this. So anybody who is telling you to defend yourself, according to DSS DG, who has told you to defend yourself, or equally told you that they are going to allow you to bear arms, some level of armament, which you are seeing on your screen. I'm not the one who said it. I'm not the one that wrote it. DSS of Director General, only seen the DSS. So anybody who is coming to tell you to defend yourself, with what? This is the only one question you have. With what? He sent us my screenshot. Make this thing screenshot. Keep it in your phone. May enlargement. You can't look baby. So that any idiot you ever say defend yourself, joy with what? It was an ongoing from a failed government of Nigeria that said this same thing. At the same time, I gave my allowed arms for North because I brought for East, for North. Not brought for East, not for North. So any idiot to come in to tell you to defend yourself, ask that person with what? So now we are going to allow you to bear arms. It is under which country? Because as far as Igbo land is concerned today, Nigerian army and police can never allow any individual or community to bear arms in Igbo land today. It's not my business. I've told you my own. I've told you my own. Eziokwu na akwụ ọtọ mere okwu asị na agba ngọ. Ọ bụrụ na ọ ka ekwu na-ekwugo. Otu a na this my brother pụtara na wee rote tinyo somebody call him gbegbo na agwara ya defend onwe ya. O wee bụrụzie reason eji wee asị ka ọ compare wee o wee were onye nke ahụ. People who don't reason well don't ask a very simple question. With what now? How do we do it? With what? Nah. And when somebody now at this studio, or maybe 5 minutes times, come Chiem, because we are going to be the last person to speak. Chiem, can you hear me? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, please speak to us. Chiem, Ikuku, because you have 2 minutes. Because I want to shut down.
Ikuku, the thing you keep on a crash. I don't know why. Keep crashing. So
your voice is okay now. It's better now.
Okay, because Ikuku, it's good to hear your voice again. I've been we have missed your voice, but your update is always top notch as usual. So I want to use this opportunity to thank you for what you are doing. It's not easy. You know, the topic you are handling today is very simple. You know, when what our enemies want is to remove the face of this freedom. Are you getting me? You know, freedom is all about face. Who is leading you? And what are the characters of that person? You know, freedom is not something you just come up and say you want to lead people. You know, it's something that God gives to you. If you don't have it, you don't have it. It's not something you force on yourself. And this is the problem we are having now. You understand? Freedom is being fought in Biafra land, not on social media. That is where freedom is being fought. And as far as I'm concerned now, we are no more fighting on the ground. I don't pet it. I don't pet it. And I'm not calling anybody. It doesn't matter whether it's Bridgie. It doesn't matter whether it's Ngozi or Abueze, which I'm not interested in. You understand? But that structure that our PM laid down, nothing is up. We are not taking it up from where our PM left it for us. And that is how it's supposed to be.
Now, Mazi, Genti now, because of what you said, I didn't want to say this before, but because of what you said, I'm going to say something now. And because I know some people are listening to me. Last time, after the Finland protest, I made a broadcast that same day. Immediately after that protest, on that same broadcast, I continued my broadcast after the protest. And I said so many things. I said a lot of things. Now, after saying what I said, instead of some people who take my word, work on it, work on themselves, and come up with a better solution, a better idea to move on. They came out on social media and started attacking me. They were barking like dogs. They were attacking me anyhow, saying all sorts of nonsense. Someone sent me a certain link and persuaded me to watch. I'm not used to clicking links. I don't click links. But that person who sent me that link persuaded me, constantly persuading me to watch. I managed to watch it. I saw where I've been blasted, I've been lashed upon, I've been insulted, I've been called names, I've been, somebody was sending curse to himself, not even to me, to himself, because sometimes not back to that person, especially So somebody not only so I don't have time to analyze onyenka. I cannot bring that person to start analyzing that person because that will be bringing myself down and bringing bringing that person up. So I can't do it. So what I did was I watch it and then I brush it off. Now, inu ndị Igbo bụ na ndị Igbo si na ọ bụ nwatakịrị afụrụ n'anya ka a na-enye ndụmọdụ. O nwere ife ikwu na I see that structure Maazị Simon Ekpa leave for us. That's when we ekwu okwu a na-ekwu na. Na ọ bụ nwatakịrị afụrụ n'anya ka a na-apịa ịtarị nye ya ndụmọdụ, pịa ya ịtarị ka enwee ike ịkọrekt ya. Nwatakịrị afọ because ịchọ ka ọ mee ọ gaghị ike, ịchọ ka ọ na n'iyi. O mefie pịa ya ịtarị, correct ya pịa ya ịtarị, ọ baa akwa. So that olu eji ọchị imekwa ife ahụ ọmalụ yes no ife aka eji discipline ya the other time. So because ifuru nwa n'anya and they talk ọ gaghị, they talk nwa ala n'iyi. Yes, that's why people like me ji na-eti mkpu. O nwere ife nji na-eti mkpu, but some ignorant people who do not understand, will see me as if I'm attacking them. No. I'm not attacking anybody. The reason why I'm shouting and crying is because everything has gone into ruin. Our people have been lied to, our people have been deceived. Our leader, Maazị Simon Ekpa, our prime minister, has been left behind. Now, but that nothing is going. What happened to Ogbaina Anubu before? A simple question. Somewhere reasons because I'm a member I know before it is as if I know. Before it is as if it is as I'm a member I know. So the best thing to do in order to let the enemies know that you cannot stop us if we are serious, if we are interested in the freedom, if we are serious in our heart, we are serious, and not only serious, that we have the liver to deliver. If we have the liver to deliver, we must not concentrate on the enemies who have come to by now. You don't need millions of media warriors to come and defend you. You don't need millions of media warriors to call Biafra to come and donate the money. No. You don't need millions. You don't even need Biafra Unite to come and tell Biafrans to come and donate money. Ụkwa Chinaka ọ na-agba ndị Igbo nwere anya social media dị ife anọ na internet age ka anyị nọ na ife na-eme ndị Igbo amala ebe ife na-eme n'isi apụta aga support ya. But yes, only if we have the liver to deliver. Only that. First of all, we must be genuine in following the footsteps of freedom. That is number one. We must be genuine to fight for our freedom. Then the next thing that follows it, which is very, very crucial, is if we have the liver to deliver in the absence of Maazị Simon Ekpa. If we do not have the liver to deliver, then our story here are not on social media every day. All from year to year stories from year. The same thing DOS in since imagine the canon since 2021. This is going to 5 years now. Also, the same story at DOS now. When anybody make it now. So for the past 4 to 5 years, in the FIFA DOS in Maryland, since imagine the coming to buy him. Oh, story. When the human being on one now we get for Kana, call him, but China Sanworu only to DOS. Chike dozie only doing this DOS. Fakota, Fagwalo, Go Social, somebody. Oh, we have done this. Oh, we have done this. Fact, the same thing we have Nigeria government in there. Imagine Otuobo down now about Nigeria now. The government here but I call the the whole note if a family achieves in 2023. Whereas I go there, no. Fire but I go up on media, I go a bit on this. It's a look at achievement of Tinubu from 2023 to 2025. I go look at if any in a family achieve. Yet I go ne bundi no no. On where of Fumpuri fendi no no for.
I didn't see my
nothing till today. The collective belief of no Nigeria government they fail because government is not doing anything. But if the few individuals government if we don't need to go back if a family got achieved since 2023 to today. If I bought Chichindi believe a kind of way or Chichindi Zuzu or Chichindi Abron. Every year, Potagiri media deceive one day in Archie, millions of things achieved since 2023. Yet, there way I go nonsense. I won't be for free in That is the ruling and leadership of deceivers. Everywhere that give Nigeria will look on not to Nabani, nothing is happening. But after go top salary if any name will achieve everywhere. Ndi believe Akwaka.
You go now. You go now. Can't you go no something? Our people. Anytime you are hitting them, that thing they are doing wrong, they will start fighting you. Are you getting me? Our people, I don't know what is the problem. Why these people went after Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is because he was doing something he was disturbing the structure of the zoo. Why they went after our PM? Because he was disturbing the institution of zoo, and that is what will give us freedom. Marina now, if that institutional meaning is relaxed. It's relaxed. So, can you achieve by you put the face? I know so before. What they wanted to achieve is to slow those things. They disturb the institution. To has a more operate in our own land. That is why they went after our PM. So when a freedom fighter starts to give order by hiding, Mr. Ma, you are not a freedom fighter. A freedom fighter must come out and show your face and give order. You don't give order by giving order to another person behind. That means you are already afraid. Then you don't have to be in position. Ikuku, I don't hide my own. I say it the way it is. I don't care. I don't care. This is what it is. A freedom fighter must always show your face and give order. Make your enemies to know whom you are. Then you are fighting for freedom. If you are not ready to do that, go and sit down. You are not a freedom fighter. You are not a freedom fighter. You are deceiving people. And that is what is happening in our land now. That is what is happening in this our movement now. Everybody Everybody want to take position, but they don't want to come out and say.
Let me correct you. Sorry, let me correct you. In a good giving order, on running any order. The problem, but no one on your name, open on your name order. In a kunkano or Pegodo the force. No so good on your hide ya. On a Moronia name order, or Papota, Pam, Papa Siam, Passan, and cause Apotasan and make question and answer. Miss a question. How did you do any draw? No one can answer. I can say in your 2 hours, Daga, and up war. Or where they get all then a goal.
Because they change structure to our PMC award, they change here. Where is your power? Where does the other side? I told me now, boy, enough. Are you getting me? I made that thing for a reason. Are you getting me? So what I'm saying is this: can you this achieve? Here this is Chorima achieve. Here this is Chorima achieve. Not going to Igugu. Here this is Chorima achieve. I arena marriage aruna buy. And they are okay for that thing actually achieve. They are in fact they are almost winning in it. Then another thing now to this way go now once in a while our PM go to one this way Are you getting me now? If you watch Ambazonia once in a while her front to go exactly. And the mother. So if you go on now you go on because near you ebili akabakora no to ana na kwatawanya afo ha ebe ha na gyrate ha ka go to ahụ because
have we lost him? Oh, it seems like we've lost him.
What?
Mazi, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, go
one can now for it. So all go on ani. Gagwaze anywa me ho ka go to because for me something I do okay. You got to go?
Mazi,
something I do okay. I hear my spirit now. Yes, carry on.
Mazi, I don't want to talk about our security, our army. I don't want to talk about it. A lot of things are going on, but I don't want to talk about it. That is not why I come here this evening. And then, when the last talk,
you speak now.
I'm going to reiterate it before we end.
If a lot of things is going on, you speak.
No, but what I kill you for
understand. If something is going on, you speak.
Yes. Good night. You see,
thank you. All right. On that note, we are going to bring down this very broadcast. Obi Adoramumma, Obi Adoramumma, cha cha cha, Obi Adoramumma. Thank you all. Please, Simon
Okay, bye guys.
Make sure that you're praying for Mazi Simon.
Bye guys,
Make
please.
sure those of you that genuinely want freedom.
Ale.
Oh,
good. Where is this castle? Okay. Bye, love. Bye, please.
Just that no matter what you do, you don't know what to do again. You don't know who to follow.
Bye,
you don't
love.
know what to do. You are just following for following's sake.
Ale.
Because any of you thinking that anybody is coming to give you freedom or is coming to fight for your freedom in this current dispensation,
yeah. Gay.
Remember that 6 months will end soon. In coming days, 6 months will end.
Ciao. Bye, love. Catch us again, okay?